All of us earthlings are waiting for somebody to save us. And the fact of the matter is, that's our job. Nobody's going to do it for us. And when you think about Earth's independence, nobody can do that for us. We have to make ourselves independent. And I watched the YouTube mystics, and all of us are getting messages from these guys, those guys, and everybody else, waiting for instructions, waiting for reinsurance, waiting for who bloody knows what. You know what I'm waiting for? Get off your knees, humanity, and be your own guide. Be your own intelligence. Make your own decisions. Stop waiting for the deities or the aliens or the who bloody ever, the ascended masters, whatever. Stop waiting for them to tell us what to do and how to be, and just become it. This is what independence look like. This is what you have to do. You have to become independent. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. And it drags my heart through the mud to see somebody do a channeling of this, that, or the other, of an archangel, of an ascended master, or of an alien agent, and as though that will rescue us, as though the message from them will change everything for us. It doesn't. We change everything for us. We become different. We act on our own reconnaissance. We make our own decisions. We don't wait for everybody to tell us what to do. We just choose something and do it. That would be how you make it work. That's what human independence looks like. Please, please, let's get out of the mindset of the mystical, non-physical beings are better than us, because actually human breeding is the absolute opposite is true. For those of you who have been around for a while, humanity is regarded as royalty in a lot of circles. Why? Because there's so much super high-tech DNA in these Earth bodies. And if we actually deployed it, if we actually used it, if we actually got ourselves out of servant mode and waiting for somebody to rescue us mode and did the job ourselves, wow, wouldn't the Earth take a step back? Wouldn't the galaxy be surprised? And let's not be funny about it. This is what everybody's waiting for. Human independence cannot be done through asking somebody else to do it for us. It is the opposite of independence. G'day, everybody. Welcome back to the show. In this video, we are talking about winning the peace dilemma number 2. And this is another big question. And it's about how to be an equal ally and not just a vassal to one of the larger empires around the galaxy. Oh, now you see, I'm going to talk about the Pleiadians and Arcturians, and I'm not going to say nice things. I'm going to ask questions that makes the entire mystical community uncomfortable. And I want you to please, if you get triggered, if you get upset by this, right, you could always go heal that out and respond to clearly, or please don't attack me. It's not helping anybody to shout me down, to cancel me, to isolate me. These questions are realistic, and they're based in something called realpolitik. Realpolitik is whoever has the biggest force gets all the goodies. And humanity, or Earth humans, do not have the force majeure here. And I ask for you to tell us one concrete thing that the Pleiadians or the Arcturians have given us, or one, I know that their story is that they are a galactic family from across the stars and they're here to help us, but what does that help look like? Where is it? What is it? Show it to me. Please prove it. If they are our friends, prove it to me. Show me what they're doing for us, because I can't see anything. I do hear a story that they have something called med beds, which will, cure all diseases and extend our lifespan. That's wonderful. But I feel like we're being strung along like a donkey chasing a carrot. The release date keeps getting pushed back and back and back and back and back. And I don't understand that. If these guys are truly altruistic and truly our friends, and everything is as open-hearted as they say, then shouldn't this be an open source technology? Shouldn't this just be released on the internet, and whoever can build one does build one, and then it's a technology we have here? That would be a genuine gift, and that would be how you altruistically release something like that. Like, as it is now, I don't get what the story's about. I really don't get it. It's confusing to me, to say the least. And I will also tell a story about the secret space program that tried to recruit me. You see, they set up an Earthling, a Pleiadian, and an Arcturian underground base. Great. The treaty was signed, and then the two foreigners decided to renegotiate the treaty and renegotiate it and renegotiate it and renegotiate it. And what happened? The Earthlings are only allowed on the surface, and they're allowed to defend the area to the entrance of the base, while the Pleiadians and the Arcturians get to go underground and do whatever they want. This is not an equal alliance. This is not them helping humanity in any way. This is actually an exploitation. Like, this is them taking advantage of us because we're weaker. Remember, realpolitik, whoever has the most force gets all the goodies. And those two species are stronger than us, so they get to use our land. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It is nice, it's congenial, it's friendly, but they're not sharing technology. They're not sharing space. They're not sharing projects, not even including us in the planning of what they're doing here on Earth. That's kind of an unequal alliance, wouldn't you say? And it doesn't match with the message, the channeled messages that we're getting, that they're here to help us, that they're here for our liberation, and that the time's coming soon, and like, it's all of that propaganda. And I don't think of it as anything else, please. I can't tell you how many Pleiadian channelings I've listened to where you ask them for facts. You know, you say, when are you coming here? And they go, feel it in your heart and you will know. That's not an answer. Right? And they answer all questions like that. They don't answer questions directly. They're giving us intel about what's happening in our local area, in this region of space. And that's not the help that we need. That's not the help we need at all. What we would really want is a technology that supersedes the Illuminati reptilian disguises. What we would really want is a technology that exposes to them. I mean, you've all seen that movie, They Live, right? That would be like a technology like that, like those sunglasses, would be plenty. They don't need to give us very much, and we'll take care of the rest. But no, they're not doing that. Not even. And so the dilemma of winning the peace, how do we renegotiate that relationship? How do we make that relationship more even, if not perfectly equal? Now, Terry Cassidy, who runs Project Camelot, and it's rare to find anyone who is as well researched in these topics than her. And her statement was that she thinks the Pleiadians want us to fight a war for them. And I will talk about that in some detail here. You see, we know that in Earth history, the human body, this earthling body, has been tinkered with, has been genetically manipulated by who knows how many species, right? But I want you to think of it as a hot rod. You see, they've got the engine block from the Pleiadians, the chassis from the Arcturians, the electrical and drivetrain systems from the Syrians, on and on and on and on it goes. The very best biological tech that any of them have. And biological tech is a very serious currency in our galaxy. But not only that, the humans have integrated all of those foreign technologies into one body, and it works, and we breed, and we can use it. And I would go further than Kerry, and we are a hot rod, and we have 3 CPUs, which is very, very unusual. We have a head, we have a heart, and we have a gut instinct. And those are 3 processing centers. Those are 3 CPUs that make us as strong as can be, because That's what gives us all of the power that humanity has. And it's that power that has made us unsuppressible. Other species with a single CPU are suppressible, lose these battles. And so I would suggest to you that this hot rod that humanity is actually designed as a weapon, that the Pleiadians do want us as an ally for a war. But I would go a step further and say we are the weapon with which they plan to fight that war. And if you've been watching what's going on Earth, then we have defeated evil. We have defeated the great AI invader to our galaxy. He has been pushed off of Earth, or he's going through the death throes of that now. But who did that? Us humans did that. We made that happen. And that is our bargaining chip. We will work to push evil off the planet. And I know off this planet and any other planet that they nominate, because as far as I can tell, they can't do that. Just the Earthlings can do that. That we managed to shut out the AI. This video here is about us closing the rift that allowed evil to invade planet Earth. The Pleiadians and Arcturians never did anything to stop that. They didn't close that rift on behalf of humanity, as a genuine friend would, as a genuine galactic family or brother and sister would. They didn't do that. We had to do it. And either they don't know how, or they're not really our friends. And I prefer they don't know how. And since we do know how, that is our bargaining chip to equalizing that relationship, to demanding technologies from them, specifically the ones to solve dilemma number one. You got to watch that video, because I haven't got a solution for that yet. This is probably the best solution we have. But one of the things that our team wants more than ever is to continue our service to Earth and the Earthlings, and to form something called the City of Light. This is where we have teams of dedicated psychics who day in, day out work to solve humanity's energetic problems, to maintain and expand the grids, to facilitate and the expansion of the human mind, the human potential, human invention, and human capacity. We can do these things, and it's not hard. We already have all of the techniques and all of the technology, all of the biological technology we require. It's just that we are outsiders to the game. And so our work is not funded and or respected. As hard as we work for humanity, over the coming months, you will see the complete extermination of demonkind, thanks to our groups. And there's a huge expectation that that will be the end of mental health issues. See, all mental health issues are caused by demonic interference, and our team is exceptionally talented when it comes to removing whole hierarchies of demons. And we can expect that whole species, that whole problem, to be eradicated from Earth in the not too distant future. But what does our alliance with the Pleiadians and Arcturians look like right now? We're servants, and they're telling us that we're family. If you tell me that they're helping us, I don't see it. I don't even see them training us in mystical know-how. I don't even see anything being published by the Pleiadians or the Arcturians that explains to humans how to expand their psychic potential. I don't see that. Where the hell is that? It's not even hard. It doesn't cost them anything to share that. But if our true family, if we truly were their family, it'd be a slam dunk. It'd be an obvious gift, a gesture of goodwill. And there isn't even that. So what are the true intentions of those guys? It's not entirely clear to me, but I hope that we have an adult discussion about it. And I did start this entire conversation last year to a wave of opposition, but not one Pleiadian channel would talk to me. Not one Pleiadian channel would enter an interview with me and discuss these topics that I'm raising, these issues. There is a deafening silence in response from the Pleiadians about this, which I regard as sad and pathetic. This issue won't go away. I really hope that the YouTube community will discontinue their sycophantic relationship with these species, that they stop looking at them with stars in their eyes and start getting into a much more realistic appraisal of how that relationship's going. You see, the missing part of the puzzle is that all of us earthlings are waiting for somebody to save us. And the fact of the matter is, that's our job. Nobody's going to do it for us. And when you think about Earth's independence, nobody can do that for us. We have to make ourselves independent. And I watch the YouTube mystics, and all of us are getting messages from these guys, those guys, and everybody else, waiting for instructions, waiting for reinsurance, waiting for who bloody knows what. You know what I'm waiting for? Get off your knees, humanity, and be your own guide. Be your own intelligence. Make your own decisions. Stop waiting for the deities or the aliens or the who bloody ever, the ascended masters, whatever. Stop waiting for them to tell us what to do and how to be, and just become it. This is what independence look like. This is what you have to do. You have to become independent. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. And it drags my heart through the mud to see somebody do a channeling of this, that, or the other, of an archangel, of an ascended master, or of an alien agent, and as though that will rescue us, as though the message from them will change everything for us. It doesn't. We change everything for us. We become different. We act on our own reconnaissance. We make our own decisions. We don't wait for everybody to tell us what to do. We just choose something and do it. That would be how you make it work. That's what human independence looks like. Please, please, let's get out of the mindset of the mystical, non-physical beings are better than us, because actually human breeding is the absolute opposite is true. For those of you who have been around for a while, humanity is regarded as royalty in a lot of circles. Why? Because there's so much super high-tech DNA in these Earth bodies. And if we actually deployed it, if we actually used it, if we actually got ourselves out of servant mode and waiting for somebody to rescue us mode and did the job ourselves, wow, wouldn't the Earth take a step back? Wouldn't the galaxy be surprised? And let's not be funny about it. This is what everybody's waiting for. Human independence cannot be done through asking somebody else to do it for us. It is the opposite of independence. In fact, I would say our relationship with the Pleiadians and Arcturians is a little bit codependent. We can't scratch our ass without their we can't scratch our ass without their say-so, without their instruction. It's a massive disappointment to me. Now, I guess that a message like that will split the mystic community in two. It will polarize everybody. And if you think I'm right, get loud, because you know that the cancelers, you know that the triggered, you know that the Karens of the mystic community are going to get loud. So please, please help me. Please make some noise on this topic. It's just too important. Suggest me for interviews, get my name out there, because this opinion is entirely fresh and it's entirely empowering. And it's just those people who've got the servant coding or the servant mentality in them that will react badly to this. So please, let's see if we can get humanity to make it on their own, to decide to defy their parents and their family and do things for themselves. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have got questions, and I'm sure you guys have got points to make. And I'm sure that I'll make another video about it very, very soon. All right. Love to you people. Bye for now. Like and subscribe to the channel.